Hello friends, how are you on this lovely morning, afternoon, or evening? Hello to my fellow flawless, limitless, sexy, sassy, saucy HBICs. How are you on this lovely morning, afternoon, or evening? How are you all? I hope all of you are fabulous, and I hope you're all choosing to be the versions of yourself that have exactly what you want. In my content lately, I've been really focusing in on how you narrate reality, how you know yourself to be from moment to moment to moment is what you experience, or we should say, for some things, what's keeping certain things in your experience. How you narrate, how you perceive is the law speaking. Yes, your perception is the law of your reality. And in telling you that, I want to bring up something that I know I probably have several videos out there already on this theme of what you want wants you, no matter what it is. So, you're manifesting a specific person, what you want wants you. So yes, that means specific person wants you too. The loving, fulfilling, committed relationship that you might be currently deciding for yourself that you have wants you too. But our human intellect, our ego, is trained to immediately start scanning, analyzing, searching with the senses for that. Is that true? Is that true? And our human intellect, our ego, tends to lean on logical thinking. The reason why knowing yourself is as source, in my opinion, is the most important part of all of this, is because think of your senses as worker bees, and you're the queen bee. Or the king, as source. The senses are there for you to experience physical reality with individuality. But what you sense is not the totality of reality. So maybe your eyes don't see the loving, fulfilling, committed relationship with your specific person. Maybe you don't have contact with your person, so you're not hearing from them. You're not speaking to them. They're not physically sitting next to you. But that doesn't mean that your decision in who you are has stopped working or has never worked. Quantum physics talk about the quantum field. And think of the quantum field as containing everything. I mostly talk about it from the perspective of being consciousness, universe, variant space. It's all out there. I like to see it as it's all out there waiting for your attention, your awareness, your focus. And you're highlighting with your awareness. You're highlighting the things you wish to experience. You're highlighting the you want to be. Your awareness is what collapses reality. What are we talking about? Collapses reality. Your awareness is what gives the instructions in the quantum field for what appears in your reality, what takes shape, what takes form. When you aren't observing, where does everything go? Where does everything go if you're not observing it? It's hanging there like ripples, like throwing a rock in the water, the ripples. It's hanging there, waiting for more awareness time from you. I think sometimes when we hear that phrase, creation is finished, we can get hung up on the idea of, well, that sounds like there's only one path to my desire. And when maybe things haven't gone as planned, maybe things haven't shown up in the way you've expected. So we can think about that, and we can look at it as, oh my God, I reacted the other day, I made a mistake here. I don't know, maybe you had an argument with your specific person. You can take time to second guess yourself, wish you didn't say this, wish you didn't say that, wish you could go back and take this back, take that back. And all of that really is another video in of itself. Creation is finished. Really think of that as, so all the quantum possibilities are there at your fingertips for you to choose. And how do you choose? You place your attention, you place your awareness on it. You become aware of being. But you see, you're being every single moment. Every single moment you're being. You are an isness. You're beingness. And like I just mentioned in a lot of my videos lately, I'm bringing up narrating. It's you as awareness, then narrating what you think is true for you. What happened a moment ago doesn't matter. What happened yesterday doesn't matter. Maybe reality, as of yet, has not looked like you had mentally planned. Maybe you're manifesting a specific person and you already have this pre-planned idea of how long you guys need to be just, boyfriend and girlfriend, or boyfriend, girlfriend. So maybe you already have that in your mind. Well, we should court, that's an old word, court each other for 2 years. Then we can get engaged. And then from there, we can plan for our wedding. And that takes at least a year or more to plan. And I want to do all of this by a certain age. And maybe linear time has slipped by from your perspective, and it feels like you're running out of time. You're not running out of time. No matter how illogical that might sound to you, based on your pre-planned idea, any time, any linear time that you feel has passed by, hasn't really passed by. Because you've only ever been in the now moment. So whatever time you think you've missed, whatever experiences or circumstances you've had that you think you've messed up, they truly are meaningless, but you've been giving them meaning. You've been giving them meaning through how you're narrating reality. You see, when you're narrating, when you're deciding, this is how this went, this is how that went, so therefore that must mean. Haven't talked to my specific person, they haven't contacted me, so we don't have any future plans together, so it doesn't look like the manifestation is going to happen in time, because it doesn't look like I'm going to have enough time to plan the wedding. And we're not even engaged yet. We're not even talking. Stop. Stop. You're caught up in your narration. You're caught up in your story. I look at that as you're falling asleep again. You're letting, just like when you go to sleep and you wear those, I don't even know what they're called, the things, the shade things you put across your eyes to sleep, so you have pitch darkness in the room. I don't know what they're called. Like a sleep mask. It's like you're putting the sleep mask back on and you're totally stuck in that black, but that black, that darkness, it's not the prettiness, the colorfulness of possibilities. You're stuck in a story, and it feels dense, it feels uncomfortable, because you're clinging to something that doesn't have to be a truth for you. When you're stuck in something like that, first of all, it's only because you think you're stuck in it. It's only how you're perceiving it in the moment. You're really not. My advice to you is, in that moment, just come right out and say it. I surrender. I surrender. I give up trying to micromanage and figure out every last detail and how that manifestation can come to me. I'm letting go of my ideas of how the manifestation can happen, because clearly my plan doesn't seem to be happening, so I'm letting go, willfully letting go. Yeah, I'm serious. Tell yourself that. Let go of your pre-planned idea, and instead decide for yourself, this is who I want to be, and you go ahead and define who that is, who you want to be. And I choose to know myself as that version of myself now, with no pre-plans, no preconceived ideas. I am just her or him now. And I'm going to allow whatever comes in front of me. I'm going to choose to see it through the eyes of that version of myself, even if it doesn't make sense. I want you to tell yourself that. Even if it doesn't make sense, I'm going to accept who I am as the version of me, boom, fill in the blank. That is who I am. And from there, I challenge you to start giving everything you experience the meaning, the narration of, somehow this is a benefit to me and it's giving me exactly what I want, even if it makes no sense. And listen, it's not like you gotta go walk around, tell everybody what you're thinking about your life, your reality. You don't have to explain this to anybody. That's what you're gonna start choosing for yourself. Why am I telling you that? Because if you are anything like the old version of me, I felt very stuck in the life I was in. I saw no way out of the life I was in. I felt trapped because nothing, from my very logical perspective at that time, there was no way it was going to be an easy out, an easy escape from that existence, because I was too attached to my own ideas, how I think things should look for me to feel comfortable that this manifestation shit is actually working. So I felt trapped. And I know that doesn't feel good. I know it feels very, if not just downright depressing, it feels really overwhelming. And sprinkle a little touch of hopelessness on it. So if you're in a place where nothing looks like it's changing, I'm telling you, simply by quantum physics, it is changing. It is changing. And that you are the observer of it. And as you choose to surrender your preconceived ideas, I am telling you, reality will change. Things will present themselves. Things that you never thought of, you never planned, you never expected, They're going to start popping up around you. And there might just be some things that pop up that make no sense to you. And maybe there are things that you would have never connected to your manifestation. But I'm telling you, they will be connected. And they will lead you to exactly what you want. You just watch and see how reality starts shaping itself to be what you want. Because what you want wants you. Because reality is you. You're experiencing reality through you. I know it feels like it's on the outside of you, but it's not. So, if reality is you, it wants what you want. And the more you allow yourself, this is to the SP manifestors, the more you allow yourself to believe, to think, to accept that your specific person wants you to, you will start to see evidence of that. And like I said, be open to the idea that maybe that evidence will start coming in a way that might not make sense to you, or in a way you never expected. I try to see manifestation as a whole. I try to see reality as a whole. Like the Matrix, because that's fun to me. So it's like a game to me. But I'm the person in charge of the game. But this game has been made so that I, as the person in charge of the game, don't get bored. So we stop becoming apathetic to life. It keeps it interesting. If we already knew step by step by step on how things were going to come to us, I know for you controlling people out there, because that is me. I know that you are thinking right now, no, I would much rather know exactly how everything is going to. I want to know all the pre-planned steps. I know you believe that because I thought that. But be honest with yourself. How freaking boring would that be? I know, I've said that before, but really, how boring would that be? What fun, what excitement. When would you get to experience the moments of, holy shit, I did it. Holy shit, it's here, it manifested. Oh my God, I really did it. How are you ever going to have that wonderful experience if you already know word for word how everything is going to show up? Life would be so boring. This game is so perfect that the game starts with you getting to decide, what do I want to experience in my life? What do I want to do? Who do I want to be? And it's like you fill out a card before the game starts. And there, you filled out your little questionnaire. What do I want? Who do I want to be? Who do I want to be in a relationship with? How much money do I want in my bank account? What do I want to do for a career? How do I want to look? You fill that all out. And your only job is just to keep remembering, okay, that's who I am now because I said so. Because I said so. And the game, the Matrix, reality, is doing the job for you of moving, reshaping, reforming everything around you for you to see, I really am her or him. Now, it was mine all along. It was always happening for me. It was always working for me. That's the game. This is a game. Let yourself relax to it. This is what I mean about surrender. Surrender your idea. You're sucking the fun out of the game. You might not think so right now, but take my advice on that one. You're meant to have what you want. It wants you to. Your person wants you to. Money wants to be with you too. All of the things you want you to, because all of this here is you. Hello, consciousness. So I'm going to start ending my videos with, so on that note, who the hell do you think you are? And I'll see you tomorrow.